This antique French map captures the Ottoman Empire at peak under Suleiman the Magnificent, stretching from Vienna to the Persian Gulf. These borders contain a demographic powder keg, millions of Christians, Jews, and Muslims whose fragmented geographic reality usually triggers immediate rebellion. Tribe maintained control over this diverse population without imploding remains one of history's most significant administrative puzzles. Their survival didn't rely on brute force alone, but on a dual engine, a policy of constant technological disruption at the front, paired with an unusual level of pragmatism at home. The first pillar of Ottoman power was the Janissaries, a professional, highly disciplined standing army that operated with mechanical precision. This force succeeded by prioritizing institutional flexibility and military technology over traditional notions of battlefield honor. During the 1516 campaign against the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt, the Ottomans faced an elite cavalry force that famously rejected firearms as cowardly and beneath a true warrior. Sultan Selim I responded by deploying state-of-the-art field artillery and musket-armed infantry, using physical evidence of iron and gunpowder to settle the debate. The Mamluks were destroyed by this technological ruthlessness, allowing the Ottomans to secure the frontiers of the Islamic heartland in a single series of lightning victories. But seizing territory is the easy part. Holding it requires a home front that doesn't need a constant military occupation to prevent a revolt. The Ottomans addressed this through the millet system, an administrative framework allowing conquered minorities to avoid forced assimilation. Under this system, religious communities managed their legal disputes and taxes locally, provided they acknowledged the Sultan's sovereignty and paid dues to the central hub. This pragmatism neutralized internal resistance, creating a self-pacifying domestic environment that freed the army to focus entirely on the next conquest. By the 18th century, this dual engine began to stall, as the empire's institutional drive for innovation slowed. European rivals adopted the very same technological ruthlessness the Ottomans had pioneered, inflicting crushing defeats on the Sultan's armies during Russo-Turkish wars. As the military edge vanished, the rise of modern nationalism began to pull at the millet system, turning once peaceful neighbors into internal insurgents. The administrative flexibility that once stabilized the empire became a liability, leaving a massive territory with no modern infrastructure to hold it together. When the world went to war in 1914, the Ottoman state was a shadow of its former self, its military modernization efforts arriving too late to restore its old dominance. In a final act of desperation, the Sultan issued a global call for jihad from the Fatih Mosque, hoping religious fanaticism could succeed where his fractured armies could not. The call went largely unanswered. The empire had traded its historical foundation of pragmatic innovation for a desperate reliance on ideology, and it failed to mobilize the world. The Ottoman collapse suggests that while superior technology can win a territory, only a policy of administrative pragmatism can actually keep it. When the Ottomans lost both, the empire simply ran out of ways to survive.